I don't know why I have a habit of just dropping crap in front of the camera every time I want to start a video. I need to get a better intro system. Alright, so today is actually a far more different video than I normally make on this channel. Granted, I've only made 2 or 3 so far. But this time, and I actually promised this in the last video, but this time, we're actually going to be looking at a collection that I already have. Specifically, the McDonald's promo collection from 2011. Now, this is the first McDonald's set that ever released in the US, to my understanding. The first one ever, I think, was in Japan, and it was an e-card series, which is pretty interesting. And since then, at least around yearly, they've just tried to release a set exclusive to McDonald's fast food chains, which I think is pretty cool. Personally, I'm a big fan of mini sets, especially when there's some sort of interesting reason behind them, like the vending machine series, McDonald's. I think Indonesia literally has KFC Pokemon cards at the moment, which is really funny to me. I've been collecting McDonald's cards for a while, trying to get through every set, and now that I've finally completed one, I can actually show it off. Alright, so as you can see, I actually have the complete 2011 set, and we'll go through the cards individually, because I think they're all pretty cool. Each McDonald's set has 12 cards in total. Each of them are holo variants with this special type of holo pattern that I don't think I've seen on any other cards. And they're all reprints from the actual black and white set, so it's not really any new cards. I'm going to be putting up the prices because I guess it's just a thing I do. But I also want to point out that these things are not expensive in the slightest. To complete the 2011 set, the first one ever, it really only cost me like 20 or 30 bucks. Each card is not that expensive in the long run. Like, some of them you can find for $1 if you try, which is pretty cool. Alright, so for number 1 out of 12, we have Snivy. I love the holo pattern on these things. I don't know why, but I really think it looks good. It's like a smaller, more fractured version of the Cracked Ice theme deck holos. Number 2 out of 12 is Maractus. This is actually the only one that I had when I was a kid. I went to McDonald's once when I was a child in 2011, and I actually got a toy. And where is the toy? Where did I put it? Damn, I think I actually lost the toy that this came with, but this actually came with like an Oshawott wobbly thing. It was like a bobblehead, but it like wobbled on the feet. I think you can see if you look really closely, it's got a lot of damage around the edges, and I want to say damages being very, very light. I didn't take care of my Pokemon cards back then. I also didn't really know what these cards were in the end, so I never thought they'd be special, and I especially never thought that I'd actually be collecting them and putting them in a set and putting them in a binder, so that's pretty odd. You never know how things go in the end, do you? Number 3 out of 12 of the set is Tepig. The Pokemon is not holo, which is a pretty cool contrast. I normally do not like Pokemon cards that have like a clip art basically, and then it's just slapped onto a background. I'm never usually a fan of that kind of stuff. But with the actual holo variant that these things have, they don't bother me as much, and I think it's pretty cool. Number 4 out of 12 is Oshawott, the final starter of the Unova region. Number 5 out of 12 is an oddity, Alomomola. I forget this Pokemon exists. I honestly do. You'd think that it's just Love Disc evolved, but no, that would make too much sense. Let's just make it its own thing. Number 6 out of 12 is actually the card that took forever to come. Blitzel. I kept ordering this card, and the first person that sent it to me just never sent it to me. And I think I was lucky I was able to get a refund off of TCG Player. But it was such a pain in the ass. I was so excited to make a video about this set. Finally show off my collection of it. But this card just would not come. And then I had to buy it from another person on TCG Player. And then that took, 3 weeks to come? Oh, it was torture. But we finally got it in our hands. Number 7 out of 12 is, of course, Munna. I don't have anything that much to say about this Pokemon. I found it very weird. It eats the dreams of people and Pokemon. When it eats pleasant dreams, it expels pink-colored mist. That's disturbing. Although it's not as disturbing as a lot of other Pokedex entries. Although you can find those online. Those are very easy to find. Number 8 out of 12 is Sandile. Again, not really too much of a fan of this Pokemon personally, but it exists, I guess. I remember in the anime it had cool glasses or something. They were trying to bring back the cool Squirtle. It's not as good, though. Number 9 out of 12 is Zorua. Zorua? Zorua. Alright, that's good. I also didn't point this out, but because I'm basically taking them out of my binder, I sleeve them in Ultra Pro Deck sleeves. I guess, I don't know, I kind of like the gray border you can see on it. I guess it looks cool to me. Number 10 is an odd one. Clink. Do they count as individuals? I can't have been the only person to question that. Maybe I'll Google it up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look it up right now. Oh my, that is really weird. So, apparently, each Clink, when they bond together, they bond in forms of 2. So, technically, they're individual Pokemon. But then when they form 2, if they form any more than pairs of 2, they can literally die, apparently, according to the Wikipedia. Number 11 out of 12, of course, we're getting near the end. Pidove. And, of course, the final one, number 12, is Audino. So, yeah, I'm not sure what else to say about it, but I honestly enjoy collecting mini sets. I think that they're pretty satisfying. They have context to them, which I find interesting, you know? Currently, I am working on 2012 and I think 2019. I have 2012 right here. These are both from when I was a kid. We've got Duat, we've got Drillbur. Fun fact, the 2012 ones have a stamp of McDonald's. Let me bring that closer. But they actually have a little McDonald's stamp on them. It's something that the older ones, the 2011 ones, they don't have, and I think that they're pretty good looking. And then they just completely ignored that the stamps actually made them look good, and just got completely rid of it, I think, in the 2014 or 2015 sets, as you can see right here. Where's the stamp? The stamp was cool, you fucked it up. You people ruined it. I don't know what type of video this was meant to be, but it's just... I guess it was just one of those things for me to finally show off an interesting collection I have. I actually have a couple more complete sets, mini sets, that I might want to show off. Although most of them are modern, so I'm not sure if anybody would be really interested in them. However, if you do like me showing off these types of things rather than just openings, because of course openings are very tough and very boring. I don't think anybody wants to watch somebody open up the same pack as they watch everybody else open. I personally don't find that too interesting. I just find it to be one of the only Pokemon TCG related type of content I can make very easily. So if you have any other suggestions on what types of videos I should make, I will gladly take them. Very gladly. I need something unique. I need something different. I don't need to be part of a horde. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.